of the Vikings, Norway is a Scandinavian country whose boundaries encompass swaths of frozen tundra, trendy cities, 18th century wooden houses, and 12th century castles. From its majestic mountains and famous fjords to its spectacular islands, Norway is simply one of the most beautiful countries in the world. Not only that, we have an interesting and unexpected fact about Norway waiting for you towards the end of the video, so stay tuned. Consistently ranked as one of the best countries to live in, it's time to discover for yourself Norway's warm and friendly heart and its breathtakingly wonderful natural delights. Here's a small compilation of the best places to visit in Norway. Tromso. The largest city in northern Norway, Tromso is renowned both for its large number of 18th century wooden houses and for the beauty of its natural surroundings. Most of the city is situated on the island of Tromsoya, where visitors can explore several fine museums and stroll through stunning birch tree forests. Trips up Storsteinen Mountain in the Fjellheisen cable car offers visitors amazing views of the surrounding fjords and mountains. Trondheim. There's something for everyone in the northern city of Trondheim. Founded in 997, Norway's third largest city was the country's capital during the Viking Age and the nation's religious center during the Middle Ages, making it the ideal destination for those who want to explore Norway's history. From Sverresborg, a restored 12th century castle, to the Nidaros Cathedral, the northernmost medieval cathedral in the world, the city abounds with remnants of the past. Oslo. Surrounded by green hills and mountains, Norway's capital, Oslo, is set in a scenic spot at the end of Oslofjord Fjord, with an abundance of lakes and islands nearby. A major economic, cultural, and political center, the city has a long history that dates back more than 1,000 years. While most of the capital is now home to creative and contemporary architecture, pockets of old wooden buildings are still found here and there, as well as its thriving performing arts scene and packed festival schedule. The city boasts excellent museums and art galleries. The Viking Ship Museum is particularly fascinating to explore. Other attractions in Oslo include the Munch Museum, which features The Scream and other works by Edvard Munch, to the Folkemuseet, an outdoor museum that includes more than 150 historic buildings from all over Norway, including a stave church. Sognefjord. Nicknamed the King of the Fjords, Sognefjord in Vestland County is the largest and deepest fjord in the whole of Norway. Stretching over 200 kilometers in length, it cuts through the west of the country, all the way from the North Sea to the alpine peaks of Jotunheimen. While the scenery is spectacular, wherever you go, Geirangerfjord is widely regarded as one of the most beautiful parts of the fjord system. The small village of Gudvangen is also popular due to its scenic setting. While Europe's largest glacier, Jostedalsbreen, attracts a lot of visitors. The centuries-old stave churches of Borgund Undres and Haberstad are also worth checking out, as are Sognefjord's many mountain passes and breathtaking viewpoints. Stavanger. The fourth largest city in Norway, Stavanger lies along its southwest coastlines and is the oil capital of the country. Thanks to all the wealth the booming industry has brought in, it's now one of the most expensive cities to live in and visit in the world. While the city and its suburbs are sprawling ever larger, Stavanger has been an important center since Viking times. The Gamle Stavanger district transports visitors back in time to 18th century Scandinavia, while many beautiful wooden buildings can be found along the city's scenic waterfront. Here, you can also find the centuries-old Stavanger Cathedral and several museums on everything from art and archaeology to the city's maritime past and petroleum present. Svalbard. Svalbard is a group of islands located between the Arctic Ocean, the Barents Sea, the Greenland Sea, and the Norwegian Sea. The islands are under Norwegian rule since 1920. Its settlements are the northernmost permanently inhabited spots on the planet, far more northerly than any part of Alaska and all but a few of Canada's Arctic islands. The combined permanent population is less than 3,000, nearly all of which is concentrated in the main settlements of Longyearbyen and Barentsburg on Spitsbergen. Svalbard's visitors come to mostly experience Arctic nature at its rawest and most powerful. The islands feature untouched glaciers and craggy mountains, but also amazing wildlife such as polar bears, caribou, reindeer, polar foxes, whales, seals, and walruses. Jotunheimen National Park. Covering a huge swath of central Norway, Jotunheimen National Park boasts some of the most awe-inspiring scenery and landscapes in the country. Fittingly known as the home of the giants, it is home to several mountain ranges, with countless valleys, glaciers, and lakes dotted between them. The park is also home to Vedisfossen, which at 275 meters or 900 feet is the highest waterfall in Norway. One of the most famous alpine areas in Scandinavia, Jotunheimen is very popular among hikers and mountaineers due to its outstanding natural beauty and plethora of peaks. Of these, Galdhøpiggen and Glittertind are the two tallest in Northern Europe. Both stand at more than 2,450 meters, with many more of the park's mounts reaching 2,000 meters or more. Bergen. Set in a stunning spot on the west coast of Norway, Bergen is surrounded by the spectacular Seven Mountains, with several fjords and forests surrounding it. Once part of the Hanseatic League, it has long been an important trading hub and seaport and is now the second largest city in the country. The best place to explore its seafaring history and heritage is at the beautifully preserved Bergen, which lies on the eastern side of Bergen Harbor. You'll find colorfully painted wooden merchants' homes and warehouses, as well as a couple of great museums, restaurants, and bars. In addition to its famous photogenic waterfront, the city has an interesting fortress for you to check out, as well as some marvelous medieval churches. Bergen has a vivacious and youthful feel thanks to its large student population. Lofoten Islands. Lying just off Norway's northwest coastline, the Lofoten Islands are famed for their dramatic and distinctive scenery, which sees its rugged mountains rise impressively above the sea. Interspersed among its awe-inspiring peaks are secluded beaches, bays, and sleepy little fishing villages. Connected to the mainland by a series of bridges and tunnels, the archipelago is home to picturesque pastures and sheltered inlets, with epic fjords dotted here and there. As the surrounding waters are rich with life, fishing has long been one of the Lofoten Islands' primary industries. In its small villages and towns, you can find traditional fishermen's cabins, as well as a couple of tourist sites such as the Viking Museum and War Memorial Museum. Although the archipelago is located well above the Arctic Circle, at about the same latitude as Greenland, it enjoys a relatively mild climate due to the circulation of the Gulf Stream. Temperatures up to 23 degrees Celsius in the summer are not uncommon, although it remains a subarctic destination and the weather changes fast. Geirangerfjord. One of the most famous and photographed fjords in the whole of Norway, Geirangerfjord lies in the west of the country in the Sunnmøre region. A very popular tourist site, it boasts breathtaking scenery with gigantic cliffs, sparkling waterfalls, and dazzling blue waters all on show. Part of the sprawling Storfjorden system, it stretches over 15 kilometers with steep mountains and jagged peaks lying to either side of it. Plunging down its cliff faces are a number of lovely waterfalls, of which Suder and Seven Sisters Falls are the picks of the bunch. At either end of the fjord lie the scenic and secluded villages of Geiranger and Hellesild. Due to its awe-inspiring beauty, many cruise ships and sightseeing tours pass through the fjord, particularly during the sunny summer months. Thank you for staying with us, dear viewers. Let's get into the promised bonus fact. Did you know Norway introduced salmon sushi to Japan? Yes, you heard that right. While sushi is absolutely a Japanese invention, they did not use salmon in the dish until it was suggested by a Norwegian delegation in the 1980s. Do you have any of these amazing places on your bucket list? Comment down below and let us know all about it. If you enjoyed the content, uplift the channel by hitting like, subscribe, and also ring the YouTube bell to meet us again in the following video. Until next time.